Hey scholars, welcome back to Low Art Lyceum. I'm DJ, and today we're playing Mafia Classic, because we're doing a little friend homework. See, Ray's going to be playing Mafia Definitive Edition for our live stream either this week or next week, depending on how quickly we can edit this playthrough together. But you can't really appreciate fully what is being defined by Mafia Definitive Edition if you don't know the original game. So we're gonna play the original so you can compare and contrast. You have the full Mafia Definitive Edition experience. And the first thing is actually this menu. And I think it's really great because you come in here immediately and it tells you right off the bat what this studio values, because they are very much about camera work and cinematography. So the menu is this room, and every time you go to a new option, it hovers over a different object in the room. Like the tutorial in the new game hover over these pistols for a bit. Load game is this big old-fashioned typewriter. Free write is the map. And that actually is the map in-game as well. I actually have the physical map from my old PS2 copy, which part of what we're going to be enjoying together is that I've always played this on the PS2, and the PS2, it turns out, is a bit of an abbreviated experience, so I'm actually going to see some new stuff along with you. This game came out in 2002, and these are the devs. There's like 12 guys in this photo. 12 guys made this whole game. We need to go back to small dev teams, honestly, because I think they have a tighter vision. But yeah, they were very much inspired by mob movies, so everything about this is we're about to see in the cinematic. It's very camera work heavy, it's very cutscene heavy, especially for this time period. Like, there's actually going to be some, like, camera work and that gets done in here it's a little strange for a video game, honestly. Like, shots that linger a little too long. Like, they make sense in a movie, but they don't quite make sense in a video game. Because, like, at this time period, we did have cutscenes, and we did have, like, rudimentary cinematography in video games, but we didn't really have people trying to make movies in the video games. Like, Metal Gear Solid had cutscenes, but it wasn't a meme yet. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And they have this nice cinematography at the very beginning to show you all the sights of Lost Heaven, which is the name of the city that we're in. The new version of the game starts out almost shot for shot the same way, but I think it deviates about this point. Oh, those pigeons, that's quite nice. I think a lot of this camera work that we are seeing, a lot of the pans and sweeps and everything, I think to our modern eyes, they come off a bit amateur hour, especially, there's gonna be like a little interlude here in a second that's really gonna, it kind of reminds me of like when you watch Saw, like the first one from like 2004, and the camera cuts are just like, it's definitely of its time. Yeah, this bit right here. Jerky ass camera sweeps. Like this, I think this looks very like amateur to our modern eyes, but like, ooh, in 2002, this was the shit. Like that little interlude is, ooh, surprising. Oh, the steamboat. I love the steamboat level. There is no swimming in GTAs and GTA clones of this particular time period, but you do get to go on the boat. Oh, the train. You also can ride the trains and the trolleys. in this version of the game. The modern version you cannot, which would be a criticism, but they've actually compensated very well for this, and you will see when we play it how they've made up for not being able to use the public transit. See, like, look at these shots. Very long, literally just watching this guy cross the street with like 3 different shots, 3 different angles. There's gonna be shots that linger like entirely too long. It's gonna be a little amusing, honestly. Look how the fidelity like improved immediately walking into this room.
Detective Norman, can I join you?
Okay, see this shot right here? It's awkward, right? Like, can I join you and then I go hang up my coat? It serves the purpose of letting them swap his model.
Sorry for the delay, but I didn't want anybody
because he had a coat and he had his hat and his coat
What
on.
can I get you, sir?
But you can't show him taking that off, so they had to like fit this awkward,
with people like you.
awkward little shot
I have a
in.
business proposition for you, Detective.
I ain't no businessman. And even if I were, I wouldn't be doing business with the likes of you.
I don't usually do business with your kind either. But this is a bit of a strange deal. Good for you and your superiors, and good for me. It concerns a certain kind of trade.
Trade?
Well, let's just say that I hold a high position in a not-so-legal organization. It's just the kind of organization people such as yourself...
The
would
writing
know
is a lot
about.
tighter in the new game,
And
too.
I, on the other hand, for certain reasons, don't want...
Your coffee, sir.
Look at the texture on her hair.
I have my own personal reasons why I don't want to be associated with this organization. It ain't too easy to leave this kind of business, if you know what I mean.
I think I know where you're coming from. You'll get a bullet in your head if you don't disappear quickly, right?
That's not the only reason. Got any kids, Detective? I've got a wife and daughter. I don't want them to have any problems because of me.
Yeah, well, I ain't just gonna hand out protection to any wop crook. You should have thought about them
yeah.
kids before, because I...
Sure.
So,
Listen, I don't want
I
something
think this
for
is
nothing.
probably a warning we're gonna have to give
here's the
on
deal.
a lot of games that we
Does the
play on
name
this channel.
Salieri mean anything to you?
Because,
Salieri?
we probably will end up playing a lot of period pieces. We're all very into like
say that.
history things.
I've worked for him for several
And
years.
being that this
I
is a
wants to
period
help me
piece,
out.
it is trying to be
protect my
historically
family and
accurate,
me,
which
I'll
means
tell
that
you
sometimes
everything.
people are going to be
Names,
saying and doing
dates,
historically
counts,
accurate
everything.
things.
Enough to put him away for life.
But I mean, as far as
I ain't
as far as
Santa
Mafia
Claus.
goes, it's really just
I
like
go to the
Italian
chief with this,
slurs
I need to know everything you
and
know.
white on white
I have
crime.
to be sure you'll testify.
It's not like LA Noire.
Sure. If you ain't in a hurry, I'll tell you my whole story. And all the deals I worked on over the years.
Okay. I've got time, and I'm listening.
Oh, that little. So, like on the PS2,
I used
you
to be
have
a
quite a
taxi
long time to
Even though I
enjoy
wasn't
that
making much, I
artwork
worked
for the
private
loading
gas.
screen.
I was glad to be working.
But I'm playing this on a hot shit Alienware computer, so like you've got like half a second to look at that art. Make use of the pause button.
It was a bad time, and some other people were worse off than me. It was that very taxi that drew Salieri's people to me in the first place.
See this right here? This is what driving in Mafia's like. A lot of three-point turns.
One day I was on my break and I was just hanging out. Suddenly I heard a tremendous crash.
Sam! They got me. Damn it.
Climb up and move. There's a taxi. We'll be okay.
It was clear to me that these guys had to get out of there fast, so I thought it was best to cooperate, rather than ending up with a hole in my head.
Move it. Come on.
Oh, Polly.
Where to?
Anywhere. Fast. I hope you're damn fast. Faster than Sam here was.
Run out of there like a bat out of hell. It didn't matter where, just away from those gentlemen who were chasing my new customers.
Now listen carefully. We gotta shake these clowns behind us.
All
If
right.
you don't do it, then we're done for. That includes you. Step
I'm gonna
on
try
it,
to do
kid.
the pro strat. Ah, fuck
Can't
you.
you go any faster?
I don't wanna die.
Christ!
So basically the trick is to get them to run into things because that will stall them out a little. Because it's like that cutscene, you know, they made a mistake and now they have to compensate for it. If we can get them far enough out of the radar ring.
Great!
Ooh,
we
perfect.
made it!
Good work, brother. Now take us to Salieri's bar. I'll show you the way.
Excellent. Okay. And we'll just turn up here. So my plan, because driving in this game is actually quite tedious, and we'll talk a little bit about why later, I am going to try and like cut as much of the driving out as possible. But I'm going to leave this in here just so I can talk a bit, and the next mission will involve a lot of driving, but it's like kind of like part of the story of the mission, so I'm going to leave that in. But driving is kind of tedious in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Look at these trolley cars. You can ride the trolleys in this game. I will find a place to do that, to show you what that's like. In the PlayStation version, you have to like pause to look at the map. But it also shows you like in real time where everything is moving, where instead they have this very unintuitive radar. So I believe it was a PC game first, and then they ported it to the PlayStation. Okay, good. We're on the bridge. On our way to Central Island. Cool. The thing I think, or one of the things that makes this distinct from most GTA clones is that it does observe traffic rules. So I am running these red lights right now, and if a police officer were to see me do it, I would be at the risk of having to stop and get a ticket. But it seems like the police presence is pretty minimal. You can also get tickets for speeding. I think the speed limit is 40. I can put my speed limiter on if I really need to. Honestly, I do use the speed limiter a lot of the time, but I think we can get away with speeding for right now. Yeah, the driving can be very tedious because practically every mission will start on this side of the island, and you'll have to go all the way across Central Island to the other side of the map, like every fucking time. And we'll also talk a little bit about why the map is not ideal. But first, we're gonna see a cutscene.
Finally, we're home. Wait here, friend. Sam will get you a little something from Mr. Salieri. Thanks for your help.
Oh, he has a little limp. Like, you can barely see it, but it's there. I think they mocapped a lot of this stuff. Which they definitely mocapped the new one. These close-ups on guys who never get names and are not important to the story. Oh, you know what? Sam is going to do something kind of interesting here in a second. This right here. Clipping into his own body.
Mr. Salieri would like to thank you as well as myself and Paulie. It's compensation for the damage to your car and your services. It should be enough.
Yes, of course. Thanks. Give my regards to Mr. Salieri.
Mr. Salieri wants you to know that he is very grateful to you. If you ever need anything, you can come back and ask for help, because Mr. Salieri doesn't forget about friends who have helped him out. If you're interested, maybe we could find a job for you here, and it would pay well. We always have positions for guys as good as you.
Okay. I'll think about it. Thanks, really thanks. I'd better go to fix the car and so on.
All right, I understand. Just think about it. And I hope it's clear that this matter is only between ourselves. You take care, kid.
When I opened the envelope, I almost had a heart attack. There was more than it would cost to do the repairs. But I didn't for a minute think about
That thing where he reaches into his own body to get
had all the money in the world.
the envelope out. There's this idea in like 3D animation where that like clipping is bad under any circumstance.
You can never predict what God
Like it's a mark of poor craftsmanship, but I don't think that's true. I think clipping is a tool, like any other thing that can happen in a game. Like you can use your limitations.
Okay.
And I think it was quite cool of this particular game to utilize that. And in fact, they preserve that in the new game as well. Like, he does still do that move. It's a lot cleaner and prettier looking because the technology has improved, and they're doing it deliberately. But like, even back in this time period, doing that trick is quite impressive. So like I said, I am gonna try and cut a lot of driving out, but I'm going to leave the driving in these particular missions on because they are kind of part of the story. At this moment, we are working as taxi drivers, so we're doing our taxi jobs. You know what I've just realized is that for a game that with such heavy emphasis on camera work, the actual like gameplay camera is absolutely dog shit. You can't like orient it really, and like if you back up the wrong way, it makes it very difficult to reorient your camera correctly. Kind of funny. Also in like the combat, the camera is like they have the body centered on the screen, which is a little awkward. Like most third-person games will have the character offset to one side or the other. But they hadn't come up with that technology yet, I guess. So, basically Tommy is like right in front of whatever you want to shoot, so it's kind of, you have to rely on the crosshair rather than actually being able to visually see the thing that you're trying to shoot. A little troublesome. This mission is also just a good opportunity to see some of the city, since a lot of the city that we will see will, like, you would experience it through the driving, but like
Okay, drop me off here at the steps.
I also think a lot of the driving is sort of a lot of the city rather is sort of tedious to look at.
Thanks. Here's the fare.
Because, you know, that is sort of what I was getting at earlier, is that,
I need to go to the hospital and you are.
No problem.
like, Mafia is a contemporary of Grand Theft Auto, and when you play Grand Theft Auto, you kind of have, like, an expectation of what the map should be like, and there's really kind of like a visual shorthand that Grand Theft Auto has developed over its years that this game does not observe in any way. Which, to be fair, like, the direct contemporary of Mafia was Vice City. So, like, Vice City came out in August of 2022, or 2002, and then Mafia came out in October. So, like, it was very, very close. But, like, Vice City didn't have Vice City has like a map that is very colorful, very specific. There's a cop next to me. Like when you're playing a Grand Theft Auto game, there's a lot of landmarks. It's a lot of the map is designed so that you can start learning without having to look at the HUD all the time to know where you are. And Mafia did not really understand that as developers. And I mean, I get it because like their emphasis is not necessarily on that. Like they used the formula, but they didn't understand that aspect of it so well. So a lot of the city feels like filler. There's a lot of repetitive signage. There are some landmarks, but they're not visually distinct in the way that they would be in a Grand Theft Auto. So you do end up relying on the map a lot more than you would in an actual Grand Theft Auto game. But that is like, they have strengths in other places, comparatively. But yeah, there are locations. Like, part of this is actually trying, I think, to teach you some of the locations. It's just that all of them are either brown or white, so there's not a... And I mean, that's fair, that's just the architecture of this time period, too, but, like, it does make it difficult to tell any of these buildings apart.
I'm lucky you're here. I need to get to the theater on Central Island. Take the Giuliano Bridge so that we can get there quickly.
Whatever you want.
So the Giuliano Bridge is the big red bridge. And, you know, but remember it's 2002, so I'm pretty sure Giuliano is supposed to be like a little homage to Rudolph Giuliani, the mayor of New York, during 9/11. Because, you know, in 2002... 9/11 was very fresh. We hadn't forgotten yet. We never forgot. And Rudy was still America's mayor. Like, a lot has changed in the... God, it's been 20 years, huh? At least. 20-ish. So much has changed, Christ. Ugh. But hey, we're gonna get to experience the 20s and the 30s all over again. Another thing that makes Mafia a little more distinct from other GTA clones is that, one, it's a period piece, and while Vice City was a period piece also, and technically GTA 3 is also a period piece, you don't really see a lot of the clones taking the alternate timeline so very often, and I think it's because they want to use all the technology that's available to them, because you can always put like cars from the past in, but you can't put like modern shit into this.
Here's the money. Goodbye.
Alright, cunt. I've actually done the science, and you know, we drove perfectly nicely. She's always a cunt no matter what you do. She acts like you drove bad, but it's not always true.
The Pompeii bar?
Sure thing. Get in.
But anyway, yeah, Mafia is a period piece, which most GTA clones are not. They are set in modern times. And Mafia also shows a progression of time, which even Grand Theft Auto itself does not do, even though, like, the current one, GTA 5, the online has been running since 2013, I believe. And they do add, like, modern stuff to it, but because the time period is kind of nebulous, like, it is of that time, but, like, it's still... There's not, like, a progression of time, it just kind of all exists at once. Whereas this will definitely be, like... They don't change the music, they do in the new one, but they do add, like, new cars as the technology improves and as the storyline goes along, so the progression of time is marked in Mafia. And I think the other big thing that makes Mafia different than other GTA clones is that I think a distinction that makes a GTA clone that I think is not well appreciated is that I think in order to be a clone, you also have to be trying to be funny, which Mafia is not funny. Like, not at all. It's not trying to be funny. There are moments that are, you know, humorous, but it's not a funny game. It's trying to be The Godfather, you know? So it's taking itself very seriously. The writing is attempting to be prestige. Whereas, like, most GTA clones are trying to emulate Rockstar's humor, because that's part of what makes a Grand Theft Auto part of what its thing, is that it is funny. There are little tongue-in-cheek jokes all over the map. The writing is a little cartoonish. And that's very true of, like, the 3D era of Grand Theft Auto. They are taking themselves a little more seriously in the HD era. Characters are more human because the fidelity is higher, whereas in the 3D era, they were a little more cartoony. Alright. But, like, Mafia, right from the get-go, was always taking itself seriously and treating itself as, like, prestige drama. Well, if you're gonna turn, then do it. Jesus.
There you go. Keep the change. I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way.
You know what?
You just knocked someone over? Stop. I ain't staying in here another minute.
Ugh. He jumped out in front of me. I think it'll let me retry from
There you
this
go.
guy.
Keep the change.
Anyway, that guy jumped out in front of me.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way.
Anyway, what I was gonna say before that guy jumped out in front of me is, this guy always asks you to take the Giuliano Bridge and then the tunnel, which, on the PS2, he says it's the fastest way, but generally it does not feel that way. But in the PC version, that might actually be true, because the thing is, on the PS2 version, the other bridges are not drawbridges, and they are in this game on the PC version. So it is possible to get, like, stuck waiting for the drawbridge to come down. So he might actually be right. But it's so funny because when you're playing the PS2 version, you're like, this guy's a dickhead. Like, he's already got, like, an attitude, and also he's wrong. But maybe he's not wrong on the PC version. Put my speed limiter back on. I don't think taking the tunnel is ever the fastest route, though. Because it's a tight squeeze, and then when you get out, there's like a hill you have to climb, and these old fucking lunkers of cars. Because yeah, that's part of why the driving in this is also unfun, is that these are 1920s vehicles, 1930s. There's no power steering, there's no automatic transmission. They run like old Sherman tanks, like, seriously. See, like, this right here. You have to do this, like, hairpin turn to go into the tunnel because of the way the map is. And that little offshoot right there, you saw it on the right, as I drove by, and you would think that it connects up to that road there and would just be like a shortcut over here. It would be in a Grand Theft Auto game, but it certainly is not in a Mafia game. Well, actually, I think they did edit the Definitive Edition map a bit to actually be a little more intuitive in that way. Because they did have, like, I want to say they took They made this in 2002, and then they made Mafia 2 in 2008, I believe, or 2010. So they had like 8 years to learn their craft a little better. And like by that point, you know, maybe like they already had their emphasis that they were using the cinematography, but like by that point you've maybe learned a little more about the other aspects of the game that you were lacking in your 8 years. Especially since what ended up happening was Illusion Softworks was bought out by 2K, so then they became 2K Czech. And 2K also oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Take-Two. Anyway, it's basically the same people making Mafia now as were making this game 20 years ago.
Cover it. Keep the change.
So they really had time to like learn and refine.
Break. I had a cup of coffee and relaxed in the car. While I was waiting to see if I could get another customer, I noticed I wasn't far from Salieri's bar.
Maybe we do a little day drinking.
Jesus.
Jesus.
We got you, you little rat. Mr. Morello's pretty angry with you. We're gonna have to teach you a little lesson so you remember that it ain't right.
Those bastards remembered the license plate of my car and took it on themselves to hunt me down.
Lou here'll fix your face a little. Finish him off. Don't waste any more time.
Had a zigzag.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
So these guys are running behind me and shooting me, and I can't really look at them. But if we run in a certain way, we kind of minimize their angles on me. Oh, these ladies are gossiping. That's cute. He said to meet him at 3 in the passageway. See, that's great. There's like a whole little narrative going on in that run, but you barely get to enjoy it because you gotta run. These guys got guns. See, this is foolish. These guys are Morello's boys, and they're literally walking into a bar named after the guy who runs the opposing mob. Like, are you stupid? Clearly they are. They've made poor choices. Foolish.
Salieri's boys saved my skin that time, but I certainly wasn't in a good situation. I had paid off my debts for the car repairs, but my boss didn't want to employ anyone who's in the mob. It just wasn't good business. When I saw the fancy getup of Salieri's boys, I thought that it can't be too bad to work for him. Besides, I had nothing to lose. Morello was out to get me, so driving a cab wasn't the best job. Plus, the prospect of Salieri's dough wasn't so terrible. So like I always say, better to die young and loaded.
If that's true, why are you fucking turning feds? Huh? Explain me that, Tommy. I don't want to die.
Well, it looks
Got
like
kids.
Morello is really trying to make me mad. but I'm a reasonable person. What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo.
I've decided to give you a shot, Tommy. I like new faces. We're one big family here. You already know Paulie and Sam? Frank here is my right hand, and looks after the legal side of our business. The one behind the bar is Luigi. This business ain't easy to swallow, but Luigi's a wonderful cook. Paul will introduce you to Vincenzo and Ralph. There are a lot of us, but those should be enough for now. Now listen, and listen good. We have some rules around here. Don't cross paths with the cops. They're on our payroll, so they'll leave you alone. But if you go too far, they'll all come after you. Money or no money. If they ever pick you up, say nothing, and I will take care of you. I show my gratitude to those people that helped me, and there aren't many left to betrayed me. Capiche?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
I'm glad. Today I'll give you a chance to get back at those bastards who wrecked your taxi. We'll see what you're made of. Morello has a bar where all his gorillas go. They all have their cars parked behind the fence next to the bar. If you're good, they won't be there tomorrow morning. Paulie'll go with you just in case. Go see Vincenzo for equipment and Ralph for some wheels.
I wouldn't trust him so much. He seemed hesitant. He's just accepting now because he has no choice.
We'll see, Frank. We'll see.
Frank, you're so smart.
I'm more concerned about what Morello's problem is. Does he really want to start a war?
Vincenzo's the Don's gun expert. They've known each other since they were kids. He'll get you whatever you want. Tommy guns to cannons. Then he can set you up. I always pay him a visit before a job. Buongiorno, Vincenzo.
Ciao, Paulie.
He just called him Vinny, but nobody actually
This
ever
here's
calls
Tom.
this guy
Just
Vinny.
started up with us.
Pleased to meet you, Tom.
It's always
What can I do
Vincenzo.
for the both of you?
We got a job to do. We need something to write off a few cars.
This classic piece of sports equipment should do the job, and if not, I've mixed up a few cocktails. Careful with them, though.
Thanks a lot, Vincenzo.
Bring back the bat. It's my nephew's.
Sure thing. Ralph, I'll introduce you to is a complete idiot, but he's got a special way with cars. I don't get how such a moron could know anything about anything. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Visit. How you all doing, Paulie?
Hey, Ralphie.
Yeah, I see you're still limping, so we got two cripples working here.
That's right, but I ain't a fool.
Uh-huh.
Ralph, this is Tom.
Oh.
If you bring him a stolen car, Tommy,
Oh boy.
make it your
I
own.
can't wait for you to see
No
this
one know the
cutscene again.
difference. Ralph, Tom and me have a job to do. You're supposed to have some wheels for us?
Right. Here it is. It ain't no hot rod, but it should really do for you.
Thanks, Ralphie. Let's go. Okay, we're here. Don't go through the front. Find another way. Take out the back quietly so you're not arousing anything. Smash the cars up with the back and save the fireworks for later. Do something nice. Take a look. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks. I'll be back in a little while.
So we're gonna park it like this, because what I found out in one of my earlier playthroughs is that you leave this car here, you could drive back home with Paulie. But he mentions this shed where there might be something nice for us. And all we gotta do is take this fella out. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. If I can get the smoke to be black, maybe the car will explode on its own. Kind of missed through that first Molotov. But really, they only give you 2 Molotovs anyway, so like it's not like you could blow up all 3 of them. Unless... Let me just see. Like, how much damage do I gotta do to get this to... well. So in stealing this car, we're going to have access to it in the future. And I think... Yes, there we go. Polly is going to drive the green car back. And he actually will drive it all the way home. I think he's going to take a slightly different route than I am, though, so I'm going to drive back, and then we'll wait for him to get there. Here he is! Mwah.
So we're back, boss.
Wonderful. Take a seat.
Wunderbar.
It all went well?
Sure, boss, he's a natural. Before they could say cannolis, they were wheelers. And before they could recover, we were gone. Morello's probably pretty pissed right now.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
He's one tough customer.
In that case, welcome to the family, Tommy. You've passed the first
It's
test.
an honor, sir.
And now we've got a new member.
I'd like to take him into the
Hooray!
outfit, boss. You can see he ain't scared. And he's done real good.
You didn't disappoint me, Tommy. Now, let's drink.
Thanks.
Today we're gonna visit a few places to collect some protection money. 2 restaurants and a motel outside of town. Bill at the motel was late last time because he had a few problems. So today, he'll pay a little more.
You may have heard about how criminals can prey on businesses using various threats. That certainly isn't the case with us. People who pay us.
That sounds like when you get roped into like a Mary Kay meeting and they're like, you may have heard about pyramid schemes, but that's not what this is. This isn't a pyramid scheme, so don't worry about that.
The owner is now satisfied that nothing of that sort will happen there again.
You'll do the driving. Paulie and Sam will do the collecting. It'll be routine. Tell Ralph to give you a car, and you can go.
Okay, boss.
Well, you and I'll have a drink. What do you say, Frank?
We'll sort this out later, Tommy. I need to do some stuff now, Tommy. I don't really got no time now.
I don't really got no time right now.
We'll
talk when you return. We'll talk when you return.
I need to do some stuff now, Tommy. I ain't got no time now.
Hi, Luigi.
I'm really busy right now.
Let's talk to Vincenzo first.
Hey, Vincenzo. I need some kind of gun.
Hey, Tom, I think this would do the trick.
I need some kind of gun.
It should
Like
work.
the one you're
I
holding,
wasn't
but not
planning
that
on
one.
using it anyway. Thanks.
Put that in my pocket. Oh, wait, actually.
Tom, I got a lot of work here. We'll talk later.
Talk later, Tomothy.
Hey, Ralphie. Me and the boys have got a job to do, and I need some wheels.
Hey, I sorted out what you brought me last time. It has a good motor, Tom. It has almost 60 horsepower and goes a good 75 miles per hour. He has 4 speeds and brake servos. Simply beautiful. Also, I had to look at how you could best steal one.
I used to drive one when I was a cabbie, so I know how to get into one, Ralphie.
Well, then I got another little number. It has about 40 horsepower and goes at almost 60 miles an hour.
He? Our special powder blue little boy?
Ain't nothing swanky, but it's a good enough drive. You get into it easy. You just take this little baby and stick it in here. Pry it a little, and when it clicks, you got it. It's a piece of cake.
Thanks, Ralphie.
Just go. The job won't work.
Oh.
Anyway, you're busy, so I won't keep you.
Oh, buddy. I'm never too busy for you. Watch this, though. I'm gonna get in the car, right? And Sam is gonna, like, take his fucking time putting his cigarette out, but Polly's gonna hop, too.
Okay. First we'll go to a restaurant on Central Island. Stop. Here it is.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, psych! You thought it was gonna be him, but it's not. Here he is. My boy with the bag.
Here it is. Hold it, Tom.
I don't think they expected you to be looking in the door when Polly goes in there. Have his bag pop into his hand. Now he's just gonna make us wait.
Now we're gonna take this country in. Make the Bronx Hotel out of town. Wait for us here, Tom. We'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Let's go.
Look who's also foolish. A thing that I do really like about the new version is that this game did this thing in a couple of levels where they have like this windmill or these squeaking signs just making a regular noise the whole time. And they have preserved that because that is kind of like, it is indicative of the soundscape of this particular level.
Tell Salieri from here on out this place is ours. Capiche? Don't come back here, you'll end up in worse shape than your friends.
Get Sam! They want to beat some information out of him. Get him out of there.
But I gotta get you to a doctor.
That'll wait. First, get Sam.
Polly's like, I could take a bullet. Okay, so when I go around this corner, there's gonna be a dog that I'm gonna have to shoot. So if you don't like watching dogs get shot, don't look. That dog would have bitten me, so, you know, I didn't really have a choice about it. I wish dogs were nice in this game, but they're not. And that is actually something that they changed in the new version of the game. They got rid of the dog shooting. You don't have to shoot any dogs in the new one. See, the guy in the bathroom. The guy in the bathroom is about to make a fucking mistake. Because at the end of the hall there was a bathroom here, a water closet. Here he comes. I'm gonna grab his gun, because we might end up needing it. Oh, nice. And I happen to know there's a med kit here. We don't need it yet, but we might need it, so hold on to that. We're doing really good. We've got 100 health still. Oh yeah, we're doing excellent. Ah. And then this guy back here. Ugh. Alright, see, good thing we didn't use the health kit. Alright, what do we got? Try and get Tommy Gun Guy. Come on, I know I hit that guy.
Come here, we have a little problem.
And then... yeah. I don't think so, pal. Let's make sure we get everybody's guns. Alright, 22 health. Reload all our fucking weapons. 8 bullets, awesome. You told me this was fully loaded.
Get up, Sam. It's over. He really went to work on you, buddy. Let's go. It's nothing. You'll be all right. The doctor will put you back together again.
Okay.
You're tough as nails.
See, I definitely killed this guy. He shouldn't get to come back in the cutscene.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, come on. Sam, help! Okay. That's not helpful at all. I got 3 health, 3 health, 3 health. Awesome. Empty Thompson.
That's it. I'll get you back in the car. Everything will be okay.
Don't move, scumbag, or I'll fill you with holes. Come on, just try
Every
it.
fucking room in this place got a guy in it.
Sure thing, buddy. Just stay cool. Everything's okay. Just go. No problem.
Just try it.
No. God.
No! Our money!
Get him.
Get that bag. Hey! Look at these trees!
That's regular routine. Next job.
It's fucking bucolic out here.